so bad.
Hey girlies, welcome back to our channel. Today is our first booked out video, and that just means we're having a book day and doing everything book related. So we're going to be doing a couple things. Okay, so today we're going to be going through our fall TBR. We're going to be working on our reading journal. We're going to be picking out a book or two at Barnes & Noble's and reading, obviously. So it's currently like 1:30 because Penelope and I both had things to do this morning. So we're currently at Barnes & Noble's and we're just going to go inside and see what there is. We have a lot of books on our...
I was having like a crisis a couple of days ago because I couldn't find any books I wanted to read, and then I found too many, so now
Yeah. We actually have too many books that we want to get, but we don't have a lot of book money. So, I'm not really sure what I'm going for, if I'm going for more of a like mystery thriller, which is what I always go for if I'm going for something that's out of my comfort zone, like rom-com or something like that. I'm not sure. So we'll just have to see. I'm gonna browse, see what they have. I do know that I eventually, soon, I have to get the book The Housemaid by Frida McFadden because me, my mom, my coworker are all reading it because the movie is coming out in December. So we need to read that. But I don't think I'm gonna get that today, but if I really can't find anything else, I'll just get it. So let's go book shopping. An hour almost.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I felt like
50 minutes.
15 minutes.
And I was kind of lost on what to get, so I kind of just got like one of the books for my
TBR.
Yeah. The book I got was Murder in the Family. It seems interesting.
It sounds really good.
Like the summary sounds interesting, but like it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? If you know what I mean.
Okay. It's like there's a lot going on, but actually nothing's going on.
Yeah, like it's a very simple plot. Like it could be complex, but it seems very simple. And I feel like if it's not done right, it's gonna be really boring. So I really hope I like it.
I got Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher.
And we actually spent a good bit looking for this book.
Yeah.
And
because I thought it was gonna be in the YA section. And I thought it was going to be in the fantasy section, but then they only had paperbacks and it was a hardcover book. So then we looked in the fiction section and it also wasn't there. And then we found the fantasy hardcover section and it wasn't.
Yeah, and then there was also an author in there, and she was super, super nice.
Her name is
Ria Parisi.
And
this is her book, Wolves and Stacks. I almost said Stages. And then her QR code is on the back.
You should definitely read her book.
Yeah, it's like a YA romantasy, and she said that
there's no spice, so you'll have to read
yes, no spice. So, and she had like these cute little stickers, and I got this one. They were all so cute. I didn't know which one to get.
I got this one,
but I got this one. Like
I don't know if it's supposed to be like a book stack like this or a book stack like this.
No, the other way.
Or like this.
No, the other way.
This.
Yeah. But it's super cute.
I don't know about you guys, but I hate these little like
sleeves,
paper sleeve things. I think they're so annoying to read with, and like I know they're like pretty and all, but just no. So
review.
Oh,
Wait, that
that's
looks so cool.
satisfying.
That looks so cool. It's
So
very pretty.
Also, look
This
at
is the second book that I've seen with this teal. The Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber.
Sorry, I didn't mean to block your face, but like,
It was also teal like that, and I don't know if it's like a trend or what, but I like it a lot. I think it's really pretty.
yeah, this is like gorgeous actually. It's like
It's
metallic
reflective.
blue.
It's very nice. So I have to do a little bit of grocery shopping because we don't have a lot of stuff at home, and then I also need to go by Michael's to get a poster board for Penelope for a school project. So we're gonna take a little detour on this booked out day, but I'm gonna go grocery shopping and go to Michael's, and then we'll go home and we'll start all of our things.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay, so it's a lot later in the day. It's 6:40. So
We had a lot of errands to run.
yes, we ended up going to Michael's, and then Michael's didn't have what we wanted, so we had to go all the way to Hobby Lobby, which was like a lot. It was like 20 minutes away in the other direction, and then
We also stopped for food and groceries and.
it was just a lot. Like, we were rushing, but it just took us forever, and we showered and everything. So we're finally sitting down, and we went to Hobby Lobby for Penelope's project. And when we did, I found these really cute cups. Mine has a bow on it,
And mine has little strawberries.
and I'm so happy because I've been looking for cups that are like shorter so that I can put my coffee in it in the morning, because the mason jar that I have is too big to fit it. So, and then we went to the supermarket and we got Ollipops. So I got a crisp apple, and it just looks like this cream color. And Penelope got
cherry vanilla, and it's like really red.
So that's really good.
Mine's really good too. Kind of tastes like cranberry juice.
Mine just tastes like apple cider.
Can we try peanut?
I'm not a huge fan of that.
I don't like yours either.
Okay, that's why we stick to our own things. Before we get into reading journals, let's talk about our fall TBR. So, I have a couple books that I'm already reading and want to read this fall. Fall is until when?
Until December 21st.
All the way until then?
Or
I don't think so.
maybe November 21st. Let me check. I always
Yes.
get them confused. I'm pretty sure.
That's Mama's birthday. I think that's it.
So we have about a month. Hey Siri. When does fall end? Ends on December 21st. December
Okay.
21st.
So I have until December 21st to finish all these books,
So until,
which
like,
I'm
Christmas
pretty
time?
confident in that I can finish these. Maybe. I don't want to put too much of myself. Okay, so how it's going to work is I have some physical books,
I have a digital TBR. So
and I also have some on my phone. But I'm using my phone to record, so I have them in my brain. I'm going to go first, and then Penelope's going to go, and then we'll just flip-flop. Let's try to get through this a little quick, because last time there was like 3 hours of footage because of how much we just could not stop talking.
and we also argued a lot.
So, okay, I'm going to start with the ones that I am currently reading. So, I'm reading Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, and I'm only a couple of pages in. I'm only 16 pages in. I just started it, and I started falling asleep the other night when I was reading it. But it's about this old lady who runs a tea shop or a tea store? Yeah, a tea shop in the middle of San Francisco's Chinatown is what it says. And she lives right above her tea shop, and every day she goes downstairs and, you know, she does like her little routine, and then she opens up her shop, and then she waits till it's time to close, goes to sleep, starts everything over again. And she has a son named Tilly, and they're not very close. And one day she goes downstairs and she finds a dead body. And the dead body has this flash drive in his hand. And she calls the police, but instead of leaving the flash drive, she takes it before they get there. So then she thinks that she can solve the murder better than the police can. So it seems interesting because she's like an old lady who like doesn't do anything. So she's like, I can solve a murder better than the police can, and she has no experience. So this is more of like what I'm thinking is like a fun, like adventurous, witty sort of thing, not very hardcore, like murder and gruesome and all this stuff. I have noticed that they switch point of views. So her name is Vera, and in chapter 2, it says her name, but then it also switches to another character back and forth, which is Julia, which is the person who died in her tea shop. Like, that's his wife. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the person she found dead in her tea shop.
Oh, is
the guy.
Man and his wife.
And his wife, yes, is Julia. And those are the only characters that I've gotten to know so far. But so far, it's pretty good. I feel like this is going to be very, like, simple. Nothing, like, too complex. Nothing too insane. Nothing too gruesome. But that's exactly what I want. Maybe, like, a palate cleanser. Because the books that I've been reading are very intense. And I'm trying to, like, calm it down a little bit. So, that's my first one. Yeah.
The first book on my TBR, I'm just gonna do this book that I got today at Barnes & Noble's. So it's pretty much about this girl, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard the inheritance games, like Avery, she inherits like this large sum of money. So this girl, her name is Hala, I think. She inherits like a lot of money from, I think, her grandfather. And so all her relatives are arguing over like, oh, why'd she get the money? And they're all like plotting to steal it from her. And so she's like in her room, like stressing, because she's like, what am I gonna do? Like, all these people want my money. And she finds this sword and on the wall, and it's her grandfather's sword that she inherited, and she like unsheathes it, and this guy comes out of nowhere, and he's like, he is the sword. Like, he's sworn to protect whoever like unsheathes the sword and like
He's like the
it.
spirit of the sword.
Yeah, kind of. But like, he has to protect whoever has the sword. And so it's just kind of like about them and like their adventures and stuff. And I think and so like, yeah, it's just kind of like the adventures they have together. So it's pretty simple.
Okay, my next one that I'm also currently reading is The Perfect Divorce. I started reading it, and then I wanted to read more today, but I was working and I knew I was going to be busy, so I listened to some of the audiobook this morning on my way to work and to pick up an LP. And so far it's good. Nothing crazy. I mean, like, kind of crazy, but like nothing insane. Like, the whole entire book itself is crazy, so like it's pretty normal when things happen. It's normal when crazy things happen, but I don't know. I hope it picks up a little bit more soon, because like the first book was really good for me, so I'm expecting like a lot. And I'm really glad I got the red cover, because they had the white one at Target. Oh yeah, they had the white one at Target, just like The Perfect Marriage. But I decided to get this one because they don't sell this one everywhere. And they also had these. And it's really cool. I am also a hater of the sleeve. I hate reading with it. It always slips every time I like open it, it's like always like the book is just slipping out of the sleeve. I just take it off when I'm reading it, and when I'm done with the book, I'll put it back on and put it on my shelf. But I really like the cover of it. I think it looks kind of cool.
Nice. It's like it's sleek.
Yes, and these are like bullet holes, or they're supposed to be. And then it's very like minimalistic, but it gets the point across. You know what I mean? Like there's blood.
That's right.
So I really like the actual cover better than the sleeve. But yeah, I'm very excited for this book. I have high expectations. I've read already 2 books by Geneva Rose, The Perfect Marriage and Home is Where the Bodies Are. They're pretty good. I really want to read the rest of her books, and she has some other books that are not mystery thriller. They're like romance or old, like different stuff. But she's definitely an author that I like want to read all of her books, even if they're not like my type of genre. So yeah, this is a book I'm excited about. I am a good amount of I'm a good amount like in. I believe like 60 pages or more in. That's where I just opened up. So yes, that I'm excited about. And if you couldn't tell, I do like mystery thriller and all of that mumbo jumbo. Also, I didn't know that that's what Geneva Rose looked like.
Wow, she's really good.
Yeah, she is. This woman is like gorgeous. Like, yeah, I never like saw her face until I saw her face. Like when I opened this book, and she's very pretty. So yes. What was I again? There's apparently she has another series that also has to do with like some mystery, and I really want to read that too. I forget what it's called though.
The next book on my TBR is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So originally we started reading this. Well, we listened to the audiobook of The Naturals, which is the first one in the series, and it's really good. So, I mean, I guess we can listen to the audiobook together or, like, just reading it. But I think this is a book that's kind of on both of our TBRs.
Yes.
It's the second book in the Natural series. And so, the first one is about this girl. What's her name?
I don't remember. It's like Sarah or
Hey,
Jennifer.
Siri. What's the name of the girl in the Naturals book by Jennifer Lynn Barnes?
The name of the girl
Cassie Hobbs.
Yes.
Okay, so there's this girl, her name's Cassie Hobbs, and she gets recruited by the FBI to become part of like this organization with a couple of kids, and they are like kids with these special talents. So like one of them's really good at detecting lies, another one's really good at detecting emotions, and she's a profiler. So and so they like train them and they work on mysteries, but like
Her mom was murdered.
Yeah, her mom is murdered, so like she's always kind of like
On the edge.
Yeah. And so it's just like her going through like this, being part of this organization and like learning things, and like also unraveling her own mysteries and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the second book is. We started it, but like I honestly don't remember it.
I don't remember anything either,
So
and I really want to like actually read the book this time instead
Yeah.
of only listening to the audiobooks. And I also want to read the third book, All In, but Haley Pham did a video that was like the highest rated book on her shelf and the lowest rated book on her
It's
shelf.
not the next book. There's like 5 more books before that for me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I swear that's the next book.
It's
Yeah.
Oh wait, that is. Oh, these are both novellas?
So, All In is the third one. And in Haley Pham's video, All In was the lowest rated. But I don't know if it's her lowest rated or like the lowest rated.
Yeah.
And I'm really nervous because it was a 1 star. And I really want to like the series and I really want to finish it.
It's really good. I would, if you're getting into like just like reading in general, it's like an easy read. I would
Yes.
say.
And
It's
also,
like, it's simple language. You don't have to like be like,
That's true.
what does this mean? Like, there are no metaphors. It's just like, it says it how it is. It's like enjoyable, like a page turner. I would say the beginning is a little slow paced, but like
once you get into it, you get into
honestly,
it.
once you hit like page 50 or something, like the first couple of chapters, like you're in and you're like, oh my gosh. I remember like listening to the audiobook and like we'd get out of, because we'd listen to it in the car. I remember being like, oh my gosh, like I want to go back in the car so we can listen to it again. Like it definitely like keeps you on your toes, and the plot twists
are insane.
Like,
so I agree.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
I think it's really good as like a beginner book.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get into reading, or if you're trying to get into like mystery, and like it has a good amount of suspense.
Yeah, and like personally, I'm not really like a mystery person. I'm more of like fantasy, romantic, like that kind of stuff. But I really liked it. So.
And on top of that, it's really good if you like Criminal Minds. I feel like it reminds me a little bit of Criminal Minds, but more of like a junior side. And just like that type of stuff, like FBI, NCIS, like Criminal Minds type of things. It's mainly like psychological. Well, like the kids work on like psychological things. So my next one, those are the only 2 books that I am reading, are these 2. My third book was The Killer Instinct, and my next one is going to be The Ex-Girlfriend Murder Club by Gloria Chow. And I think it's really cute that at the bottom corner right here, it says a whodunit mystery, but who is spelled H-U, and one of the girls in the book, her name is Catherine Who. So I think that's really cute. I don't know if that's like a clue or what, but basically it's also one of those like cozy mysteries, like palate cleansers, like super like fun, adventurous. Nothing like, I mean, it does have like murder in it, but it's nothing like intense, at least not for me. Basically these 3 girls find out that they're all dating the exact same guy, and then he ends up dead. Like after they find out, he ends up dead, and now they work together to try and figure out who murdered him before they get pinned for his murder. So it seems good. I'm excited. I'm really excited to read this one because it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like fun, and especially with like 3 girls working together. It's like, I don't know, it just seems really fun, and I'm really excited for this one. Are you done? Yeah, so I'm excited for this. That's it.
Thieves Gambit.
Bro.
I don't know. It's by Kayvon Lewis. I don't know if I said that right. I hope so. Anyways.
Let me see. Kayvon
Lewis.
If she said that right.
I'm sorry.
This
anyways,
is.
So I've heard that this book is kind of like inheritance games, which I did like that series. So it's pretty much about this girl. Her name is Ross, and her family is like a family of thieves, and she's like also a very good thief. So she plans to run away, but something happens, and I don't know what it is, but something happens, and her mom's life is like left hanging in the balance. So she has to, she enters the Thieves Gambit, which is like a heist competition, and when you win, you get to wish for anything you want, and they'll give it to you. And she wants her mom back, obviously. Excuse me. And yeah, so it's just like her and like her competitors and all that, like playing the Thieves Gambit. And I think it sounds really good, but what doesn't make sense to me is why she's running away from home, but then her mom gets taken and she wants to save her mom. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why she would leave but then rescue her mom. Like, if you don't like your mother, then why are you saving her? or maybe like, I don't know, there's like a specific person in her family she doesn't like. So I guess once I read it, I'll figure that out. But yeah, but I'm excited to read it because it's kind of also not really something I read. Like I said, I'm more of a fantasy person, but yeah, I think it'll be a good read.
That book is also on my TBR. Not my fall TBR, but my general TBR. The next book I have is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I'm really intimidated by this book because it's fantasy. I'm not a fantasy reader, and I'm really scared that I won't like it. Like Fourth Wing, I just can't get into it, and I got a good bit into it, but like I just can't. I just feel like I'm stuck. Yeah, Throne of Glass, again, like I said, is intimidating to me, but now I really do want to read it because yesterday I went out with my mom and my coworker to have like a little book club talk, and I brought Inside the Perfect Divorce, and our server was like started talking to us about like the books that she's reading, and like she has this book by Geneva Rose, which is who wrote The Perfect Marriage, and she said it was Home is Where the Bodies Are, and she was like, yeah, I gotta read that after because I'm reading the Throne of Glass series and I'm almost done. I was like, that is on my shelf and I really want to read it. And she was like, oh my gosh, you have to, like, it's so good, like, you have to come back here and tell me how you like it. So now I have to read this so I can go back there and we can talk about it. So this is intimidating. Sarah J. Maas is intimidating to me because of the amount of like books that she has and how big they are, and
also, like,
fantasy.
Reputation, and they're
Yeah.
really popular.
Yes. So I want to like it because of how much everybody else likes it, but it's not my type of genre. But I'm still gonna try and read it. I haven't even like opened the book yet, so I'm like really scared. But it looks really pretty and I really want to like it. So yeah.
Okay, the next book on my TBR is Bitten by Jordan Stephanie Gray. It's about this girl, and on her 17th birthday party, she gets bitten by a werewolf, and she gets imprisoned by them, and so she's a prisoner, and she has to either join like the werewolf queen's court or they'll kill her. So she joins the court, and she's like in the court, obviously, because she joined it, and so she's just like doing her thing there, but like she's kind of also like scheming on how she's gonna get vengeance, because like obviously she's holding a grudge against them. Like, the girl got bitten on her 17th birthday party, just trying to live her life, and yeah,
She wants to be back.
but then there's also like this king who's prince who's part of the court, and says she's like very mesmerized by him and stuff. So I don't know, it's just kind of like follows her in this court. I think there's also like something going on in like their realm. I'm not sure, but like kind of seems implied that there is. So yeah, I'm sure that it'll be good. I'm excited to read it because I really like paranormal romance, like vampires, werewolves, aliens, stuff like that. So yeah.
The next one that I have, this is not my last one. The next one I have is the book that I got today, which is Murder in the Family by, I don't know if it's Cara Hunter or Kara Hunter. She's an internationally best-selling author. She's British, I think. Yeah, she lives in Oxford, England. Cara Hunter.
I'm from Oxford, England, and I wrote a book, Murder in the Family. I'm also a New York Times bestseller.
It says, an excellent, wholly original whodunit. You won't have read a mystery like this, and you'll be kept in the dark right to the end. Yeah, so I talked about this earlier. It's just this guy dies, and this guy dies in his family home, and there's like a bunch of family members, and everybody's saying that they don't know, they didn't hear anything. Like, nobody knows what happened, nobody heard anything. And then 20 years later, later,
20 years later.
20 years later, they start a series on like solving cold cases, and that's one of them because they never solved it. So now like everything's being brought up again, and they're starting to talk to like the family members and all this stuff, I think. And now they're trying to find out like what actually happened, and did anyone's story change, or did they really hear nothing? And they're just trying to get to the truth. So that's that. This one, I say this about everyone, but I really am excited to read these. Like, just listening to the case or like the crime, and then like they have to solve it. Like, I love that feeling of like, I need to find out what happened.
I feel like you'd like that because I've never heard of like that trope, like cold case and like everything has to be brought up again.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either.
It's kind of like new, not something you'd expect. So yeah. The next book that's on my fall TBR is, I'm so excited. I want to read this book so bad. So bad. It's called Assistant to the Villain, and it's by Hannah Nicole.
If you buy the book, you have to give it to me once you're done.
Mirror. The last book came out in 2025. It's called Accomplice to the Villain. So we'll see how that is. But I'm hoping that they're not all about the same people. Just because I feel like after like they fall in love, like what even more is there to add? Like I guess like troubles. But like, you know, I just like, I don't see this story going further anywhere. So yeah, I hope it's not like, I hope it's not something that like the first one's really good and then the rest just kind of drag on because they had nothing more to add. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. Yes.
Okay, the last book on my TBR, I don't actually have it, but it's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And I said this earlier in the video, but I really want to get that book because we need to read it. So that, not we, like we as in me and our little book club, need to read it before December because the movie's coming out in December. And we need to watch it. So, but we need to know what's going on. So, I need to burp.
Oof, this soda's making me so burpy.
Same. All I know is that this girl gets accepted as a housemaid, and then there's some drama.
I kind of know what it's about.
That's literally all I know.
So this girl gets accepted as a housemaid, and I'm pretty sure they like...
I do know that she has a
somehow
criminal record, I think.
They lock her in a room, and it only, like... I don't know if they lock her in the room for a whole time, but, like, some part in the book... I'm not sure about the whole plot, so, like, don't come for me if this is wrong. But...
Don't come for me.
They lock her in a room, and there's a keyhole, and you can see through the keyhole, but the lock is on the outside. So she can't unlock herself, like she's locked in this room. And I'm pretty sure, like, the guy who she is working for, I don't know if he is, like, some sort of murderer, and she can only see through the keyhole everything that happens. So, I think it's something along those lines. Yeah. But
okay, well, anyways,
they do
that's
have
the book
it
that I
at
want to
TJ
read.
Maxx, though,
Oh, yes.
for $10.
So that is a book I want to read, as well as The Housemaid is Watching and The Housemaid Secrets. But I only need to read The Housemaid in order to
It's the house
see the
maiden,
movie.
so can you just...
It's not The Housemaiden.
It is.
It's The Housemaid. What?
House.
The Housemaid.
Everything I just said is wrong. Don't.
Ignore Penelope's explanation of what The Housemaid is, because she doesn't actually know.
Okay, the next book on my TBR is Immortal Consequences by I.V. Murray. So it's about these 6 students at Blackwood Academy, and once in a decade there's this celebration called the decennial, and if you win, you graduate and join their elite society, and you get to cross over to the mysterious other side. I have no clue what that means, but it sounds intriguing. This time it isn't a celebration though. They are making it into a competition, and there can only be one winner. So there's 6 different people that you follow, or 4 different people that you follow in this game. But I really want to read it. It sounds super good, but the only thing is, I feel like it's gonna have multiple POVs, and it's gonna get very muddled because of all the different POVs. So I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll see. I got it on Libby. It's on hold. It's on hold on my Libby. So I'm just waiting to get that, and then I'll start reading it. So yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay, that's the end of our very long TBR. Now, reading journal time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too.
It's 7:19.
Oh,
and
we only spent 30 minutes on that.
Yeah, it's 7:19, and I'm actually starting to get tired, but I'm really excited for this.
Go.
I think I'm gonna do cover page book bingo, TBR, and then I'm gonna do some sort of reading tracker thing. And then anything else after that, I can just put reviews for books I read, or 5-star, or 1 or 2 pages dedicated to my favorite books in October. So I'm super excited to get this going. We're gonna lock in.
We have a lot of craft supplies.
Yes.
A lot.
And a lot of markers and stuff. So we're gonna lock in, and when we're done, we'll come in show you the finished product, show you a flip through of our journal. But until then, enjoy us working our butts off. And we're gonna go watch Sarah Curley's new video, because she just came out with her July, August, September wrap up, and I'm so excited because her videos are always so long and I love them. So we're gonna sip our drink, we're gonna work on our book, and watch some Sarah Curley. So see you
soon
later. a really long time, like an hour. Well, Penelope took longer, but all I did was get, this was my cover page. That's not what it actually looked like online, but I just decided to do my own thing. And I also did book bingo. I messed up on the star because I don't know how to do stars without like the lines in the middle. And I tried to trace it and it just didn't look good. But I have pink cover, 5-star, 300 plus pages, reread, read a book in a day, new release, red cover, DNF, new series, book off my shelf, it's a free spot, blue cover, rom-com, bought for the cover, new genre, buddy read, booktube recommendation, new author, this messed up, one word cover, made into a show or movie. And if I finish my 2 current reads, then I will get a red cover and a blue cover. And yeah, so that's all I did, and I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Penelope's doing some reading with her new book, but I'm really tired, so I'm going to edit maybe a little bit and then just watch some sort of like fall homework movie, some really cringy thing. And yeah, that's it. So we'll come back tomorrow and do our bookmarks and some, just like a mini reading vlog to end the video. So yeah. It's the next day. We woke up too late to go to church, so we watched the morning service, and then we did some groceries, and I made some chili, and Penelope made some brownies. And so far, I stopped on page 130 this morning, so I read like 70 pages, give or take. And it's pretty good so far. I think I'm exactly halfway through it, right? I'm like halfway. I'm pretty sure there's 50 chapters in here, so I'm halfway through. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. Nothing too crazy has happened. Like, the book itself is crazy, but nothing like shocking has happened. But I do like the character, and there may or may not be a love interest popping up. Hopefully they get together, because I feel like they'd be good together. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna go edit, read, watch some football, and I might add I think I'm gonna add a TBR page in my journal. So I should have done the cover page here, and then fall TBR here, and then book bingo here. But you live and you learn, I guess. Let me show you my previous pages of every time that I thought I was gonna start reading and never did, and I literally just made pages and then nothing happened. This was my cover page for 2025. And you know what? Doesn't look horrible, but yeah. These are my goals. Let's go through them. Listen to 4+ audiobooks. I don't think I've done that. Read a minimum of 10 books. Also haven't done that. Try a new genre. I've done that. Do an A to Z challenge. Have not done that. Start a physical library. I've always had books, so I don't really know what I meant by that. And read at least 2 to 3 TBR books. I would hope I would do that. And then I made myself a rating system. These actually look kind of cute. These bows actually look good. My rating system was I hate it DNF, was 1 star, was 2 stars. 3 was it was good. 4 was loved it, but off a bit. Why did I say that? 5 was absolutely loved. And then I had an A to Z challenge, and I never did it. So, and this was the Janie Marie thing. This was cute. I didn't really like this bookshelf thing that I had going on. I also don't know what that was for. If that was like for a TBR or like books I read, or I don't know. Then jump to August, 8 months later. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start reading. TBR cart that I actually never finished. But yeah, just no. And then a DNF graveyard. I thought about using these, but I was like, you know what? No. So, moving on to October. I think I'm going to add some sort of like TBR thing here. I really want a printer so that I can actually print out the like little books. But I think I'm going to make a document and then maybe print them at work. I don't know. And then just come home and just like glue everything. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Or am I just going to like make a list? I'm not sure. Maybe I won't do this today. Maybe I'm overachieving. But yeah. So that's the end of the vlog. I'm just going to go read and do other stuff. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. I am going to try to do these like once a month. I feel like every other week is like too much. So unless there's like a lot of book stuff that I have to do, like update my journal and bookshop. Why am I like blanking out? Yeah. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll do a vlog like trying to finish out this book bingo. I'm not sure. But yes, love you. Hope you enjoyed the video. And see you next time. Bye.